Have you ever wondered what makes some women simply irresistible to men? It's not just about looks, it's something deeper, something psychological. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of attraction, breaking down the traits that men find absolutely captivating. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. Before you jump to conclusions, no, we're not just talking about physical features. Sure, attraction starts with what meets the eye, but what really makes a man stay? What makes him completely drawn to a woman in a way that's beyond explanation? Science has some pretty interesting answers. Let's start with something you might not expect: confidence. It's not just a cliché, it's a game changer. There's something about a woman who knows her worth, who walks into a room like she belongs there. It's not about arrogance, it's about being comfortable in your own skin. Men pick up on that energy. It's magnetic. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Studies have shown that men are naturally drawn to women who display authenticity. No one likes someone who's putting on an act, right? It's exhausting to keep up a fake persona, and trust me, people can sense it. Being real, being yourself, that's what creates that unshakable connection. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: emotional intelligence. This is huge. A woman who can understand emotions, both hers and others, creates an atmosphere where a man feels safe. And that's rare. A guy might be drawn to looks at first, but if he can't connect with you emotionally, the attraction fades fast. And speaking of connection, let's talk about mystery. No, not playing games. Real, genuine mystery. The kind that makes a man curious. Have you ever noticed how the most fascinating people are the ones who don't reveal everything right away? It's because they keep things interesting. They have layers, depth. When a woman has her own passions, goals, and interests, she naturally becomes more intriguing. Let's flip the script for a second. What about the role of kindness? You might think it's obvious, but kindness is actually one of the biggest factors in attraction. Men aren't just looking for someone who's nice to them. They notice how a woman treats everyone. Is she compassionate? Does she make people feel good about themselves? That kind of warmth is something men find truly irresistible. And let's be real, humor is a secret weapon. When a woman can make a guy laugh, it's over. Not only does it break the ice, but it also creates an emotional bond that's hard to shake. A great sense of humor shows intelligence, confidence, and the ability to handle life's ups and downs. And trust me, that's attractive. All right, let's talk about independence. There's something incredibly attractive about a woman who has her own life, her own dreams, her own ambitions. It's not about pushing men away. It's about showing that your happiness doesn't depend on someone else. That kind of energy, it's powerful. Men are drawn to women who choose to be with them, not women who need them to feel complete. Let's touch on something that's often misunderstood: femininity. And no, we're not talking about wearing dresses and heels, unless that's your thing. Femininity is more about embracing softness and strength at the same time. It's about emotional depth, nurturing energy, and an understanding of connection. It's not about being weak. In fact, true femininity is incredibly strong. And here's a wild card: playfulness. There's something about a woman who doesn't take herself too seriously, who can be spontaneous and fun. Life can get heavy, but when a woman brings lightness into a relationship, it's refreshing. Playfulness keeps attraction alive. It's that spark that makes everything feel easy. Let's address something really important: respect. A woman who respects herself and others commands a different kind of attention. Men notice it. It's in the way she carries herself, the way she sets boundaries, the way she communicates. Respect isn't just about how you treat a partner, it's about how you value yourself. And finally, let's not forget one of the biggest factors in attraction: chemistry. Some things just can't be explained by science alone. Sometimes two people just click. That spark, that energy, it's what turns attraction into something truly unforgettable. So, what does all of this mean? It means that attraction is so much more than just looks. It's about energy, confidence, kindness, and connection. It's about the little things that make a woman unforgettable. And the best part? You don't have to become someone else to be irresistible. You just have to be the best version of yourself. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing insights into psychology and relationships. And tell me in the comments, which of these traits do you think is the most important in attraction? Let's talk about it. Let's be real. Attraction is complicated. If you've ever found yourself wondering what makes a woman truly irresistible to men, you're not alone. We're not just talking about beauty here, although that plays a role. We're talking about something deeper, something that makes a man obsessed in a way he can't quite explain. And guess what? Science has some answers. Today we're breaking down the fascinating psychology of attraction, what really draws men in, what keeps them interested, and what makes a woman completely unforgettable. So, let's start with something powerful. There's just something about a confident woman. And no, confidence doesn't mean being loud or over the top. It's about knowing who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone walk into a room and before they even say a word, they own the space? That's confidence. It's an energy, a vibe, and men pick up on it immediately. Psychologists call this the halo effect. When someone appears confident, our brains automatically assume they have other attractive qualities like intelligence, kindness, and success. It's why confidence is one of the biggest factors in attraction. And here's the best part. Confidence isn't about how you look. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about self-respect. A woman who believes in herself sends the message, I don't need you, but I choose to be here. And that is irresistible. Let's be honest. No one likes fake. Pretending to be someone you're not? Exhausting. And trust me, men can sense it. Studies show that authenticity is one of the most attractive traits a person can have. Why? Because realness creates trust. When a woman is genuinely herself, flaws and all, it creates an emotional connection. That's impossible to fake. Think about the most magnetic people you've met. They're not trying too hard. They're just comfortable being themselves. That kind of energy is rare, and men are drawn to it like crazy. Emotional intelligence, the hidden superpower. Here's something you might not expect. One of the biggest factors in attraction isn't about looks at all. It's about how a woman makes a man feel. Men are drawn to women who have emotional intelligence, the ability to understand emotions, navigate conflict, and communicate with empathy. Why does this matter? Because relationships aren't just built on passion, they're built on connection. A woman who can listen, who can read between the lines, who gets how emotions work. That's someone a man doesn't just want to date. That's someone he wants to keep. And here's a little secret. When a woman makes a man feel understood, he starts seeing her as different from everyone else. Let's talk about a trait that's been studied for centuries. Mystery. Think about the most intriguing people you've ever met. Were they the ones who told you their entire life story in 5 minutes? Or were they the ones who made you curious? Men are naturally drawn to women who have a sense of mystery, not in a playing games way, but in a way that keeps things exciting. A woman who has layers, who doesn't reveal everything at once, who makes a man wonder what she's thinking. That's the kind of woman who stays on his mind. And the key here, mystery isn't about hiding who you are. It's about pacing. It's about letting things unfold naturally so that every moment feels fresh, new, and exciting. Here's something crazy. Multiple studies have found that kindness is one of the most universally attractive traits. And yet, it's one that people often overlook. Men don't just notice how a woman treats them. They notice how she treats everyone. The waiter, the stranger she passes on the street, the way she talks about others when they're not around. Kindness creates warmth, and warmth is what turns attraction into something deeper. Have you ever been around someone who just made life feel lighter? Someone who could turn even the most boring moments into something fun? That's playfulness, and it's one of the most underrated forms of attraction. Men love women who can joke, who can be spontaneous, who don't take everything too seriously. It makes them feel alive. Playfulness keeps attraction fresh. It's what makes a man look at a woman and think, wow, life with her would never be boring. Attraction fades fast without respect. And respect starts with self-respect. A woman who values herself, who sets boundaries, who doesn't tolerate disrespect, she commands a different kind of attention. Men notice when a woman carries herself with respect. It's in the way she speaks, the way she handles conflict, the way she walks away from what doesn't serve her, and that kind of strength, it's unforgettable. At the end of the day, attraction isn't just about personality traits. Sometimes it's about that spark, that feeling you can't quite put into words. Chemistry isn't something you can fake. It's an energy, a vibe, and when it's there, you know. Final thoughts. The true key to being irresistible. So what does all of this mean? It means that true attraction isn't about being perfect. It's about being real, confidence, authenticity, emotional intelligence, playfulness, kindness, respect. These aren't just qualities that make a woman attractive, they make her irresistible. And the best part, you don't have to become someone else to have these traits. You just have to embrace who you already are. So tell me, which of these traits do you think is the most powerful? Let's talk about it in the comments.